On this very day, January 9th, 2007, Steve Jobs announced the first ever iPhone. Here it is.
This is a day I've been looking forward to for 2.5 years. An iPod, a phone, and an internet communicator. This is one device. And we are calling it iPhone.
Those three features combined left us today with an iPhone, which completely changed the way how we live our lives, and it saves people's lives, and this definitely did revolutionize everything. This right here, the iPhone, this is not the original iPhone, but just iPhone in general. This baby right here, this very phone changed the whole phone industry forever. And you know, you heard Steve Jobs, three things: an iPod, a phone, an internet communicator. So even though I'm not an owner of the original iPhone, I would like to show you guys my iPhone 6 setup, just to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of the original iPhone. You guys can look at that in the background if you like, but you guys can see my phone. This is the iPhone 6 running iOS 9.3.3. You guys can see I have the classic old icons there. You guys can see the badges is not perfect, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna show you guys how to get this theme. This is a theme called SixGod. No Drake. This is called SixGod. You know, it's available on Cydia. You guys can download it for free. The status bar is actually Android theme, so it's like Android KitKat. All the tweaks and stuff will be on screen / on the description, so you guys can download it for yourself. The lock screen, you have the little classic lock screen basically. So you have the date and the time on the top. Got that classic wallpaper there. You guys can see. You guys can also see I have a Twitter notification, so you have that little slide to view. Back in iOS 6 or iOS 5, whenever they had notifications. When did they have notifications again? I think back in iOS 5 they had notifications, but you have the slide and unlock. I can't slide anywhere. The status bar is actually, you guys can see, like, it's blacked on the top, you know what I mean? So this is called SixBar, and I definitely do like it so much. You know, it kind of breaks down the app a little bit, and I definitely do like the way how that looks. You guys can also see the settings is also tweaked up too, so you guys can see it's also tweaked up too. No reason why you guys are seeing some black stuff on the side is because this is a privacy shield, so you guys can't see from different angles. So yeah, this is a very well made theme. You actually have the fonts too on the status bar. That's a courtesy of SixBar. Didn't mention that. And even, you know, it doesn't even stop there. When you put this baby on the charger, it doesn't stop there, man. The nostalgic does not stop. When you plug it in, it is charging. You got the charging logo. Yo, this is a very well made tweak. Now, I don't have like a passcode set up or nothing, because I don't think the original iPhone, I'm talking about like iOS 1 or, you know, Phone OS or something like that, I'm pretty sure they didn't have passcodes back then. But like I said, I'm not an owner of the original iPhone, so I would never know. So I just want to share this with you guys. If you guys want to theme your phone, if you guys are jailbroken on iOS 9.3.3, not really too sure if it's work with iOS 10, but it definitely do work for iOS 9. You know, I definitely do recommend it, just to appreciate that classic legacy design of the original iPhone. Got a black background. I know the dock wasn't exactly like that, but that's the best I can, you know, have it to be. That's classicness. You can definitely do see all the details within the icons. The original YouTube, oh my god. You know, kids nowadays will never understand that. The original YouTube, that was the best YouTube in my opinion. But you know, now I'm used to the new YouTube app that's on the App Store now. Yeah, this is just a beautiful theme, man. Nostalgic is just the key word for this, man. So this is the original iPhone. It's a 3.5-inch display, touchscreen. This was a capacitive touchscreen, so you would, you know, back in the days you had like those touchscreen where you gotta push on the screen hard, but this was a capacitive touchscreen, multi-touch. Samsung actually manufactured the chip inside. It only had 128 megabytes of RAM. Yeah, so this cable right here, this is a classic. I'm surprised I even still have it. This right here, this is the original 30 pin right here, man. You needed this to charge the iPhone. Obviously now we taking lightning cable, and there's rumors saying that the iPhone 8 might feature USB Type-C. I think it is time for a change. You also had a 1.2 megapixel front-facing camera with the 8 megapixel shooter on the back with optical image stabilization with flash. Meanwhile, the original iPhone didn't have it. And also, I forgot to mention, the original iPhone was only Edge, so we didn't have 3G, we didn't have LTE, and I remember people was complaining like, why iPhones don't have LTE, or why don't the iPhone have 3G? A lot of people was criticizing about that, but now everybody quiet down on it because we all know LTE is the latest technology. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention that my iPhone had the glow-in-the-dark Apple logo. If you guys did miss that video, be sure to check that out. I've been through a lot of phones. I've been through a total of 6 phones. I'm 20 years old and I've been through 6 phones already. My first phone actually was the Sidekick Slide. It had the slide up keyboard. That was a big thing back in the days, having that keyboard. Everybody loved that, and I liked it too because you type a lot faster. Because back in the days you had like the T command, I forgot, where you have the big numbers and you gotta keep on pushing it to change the letters. Me, I'm happy that I got the Sidekick. The Sidekick was basically like the iPhone back in the days. So, unlucky me, someone had to do it, man. Someone stole the phone out my bag, right? A week later, right? Keep in mind, last week I got that phone, and a week later after that, it got stolen. Someone went inside my bag and stole that phone. I don't know why would I keep my phone inside my bag. I don't know, man. The punishment, I got a BS phone, and it was called the Samsung Gravity. Not the Galaxy, but the Gravity, right? I got the Samsung Gravity, and that one, again, had the slide-up keyboard, but obviously the Sidekick was more hot. I think that phone got slipped out my pocket, so I lost that, so we had to get a replacement. So I went to Sprint, and I got the LG Rumor Touch. The LG Rumor Touch was an officially touchscreen. It was the touchscreen, and you had the slide-up keyboard. Because like I said, slide-up keyboards, that was the hot thing. That was like a major thing. And it was touchscreen. But it might sound like it's good that it's touchscreen and had the keyboard, but that touchscreen was complete BS. Back in the days when you had those touchscreen, you had to push on the screen hard. It wasn't a capacitive touchscreen. So I had the LG Rumor Touch. I've been through like 3 of those phones, man. 3 of those phones because it just kept on messing up, kept on crashing. I think one time I had water damage. It was just basically, it was not a good phone, but I definitely made it work though. I got some numbers, I was texting and all of that. And yeah, that's definitely a classic. Matter of fact, I probably have the phone here somewhere. And yeah, I can show you. So this is the LG Rumor Touch. This baby right here. This was my phone back in the days, y'all. The slide-up keyboard was a huge thing. It was a touchscreen. The battery's most likely dead. You could actually take the back off. So this was hot back in the days. I definitely did a lot of work, a lot of dirt on this phone, if you guys know what I mean. My next phone after that was the BlackBerry. That BlackBerry was hands down one of my worst phones ever. The battery life will last only 30 minutes. It was always losing signal. Like the radio communicator was just always losing signal. Obviously it wasn't 3G, it wasn't LTE. It was just edge, straight edge, and straight ass, basically. That was the worst phone, man. I actually don't have it. I just ended up throwing that phone away. That phone was trash. Then after that, man, that was the last straw, man. I've been through a lot of bullshit phones, and that was basically like my 3rd bullshit phone, basically. And then that's when I got the 4S, which is actually right here. That was hands down one of my favorite phones of all times, because the glass back and the glass front was definitely a huge game changer for me, because I came from like a plasticky phone to like a premium design phone, easy to use, yet it was popular. It had iMessage. I was, using it as an iPod. A lot of good times with the 4S. And someone in my class was saying, shout out to Osman. Osman told me about the jailbreak. I was scared to jailbreak, so I risked my iPhone into jailbreaking, and to this day I jailbreak my phones. Like he told me about jailbreaking. My uncle, like, it's been so much with iPhones in general, and it's crazy to think that it's been 10 years already. And really and truly, my first ever iOS device, really and truly, was the iPod Touch. It was technically my mom's, but me and my mom just made it like a trade. I had the iPod Classic, and I just said, You want to trade? You want to trade? She liked the classic better because it hold more songs, but I like the touch because it was the future, and it sure is. And then after that, the contract was up. 2 years later, that's when I have the iPhone 6 Plus, and this was another big leap because this is hands down obviously the biggest phone I ever owned. 5.5-inch display, and it's crazy, man. To this day, I'm still jailbroking my iPhones because it was definitely a huge game changer, man, jailbreaking. And to this day, man, I love Apple. I love like Apple devices, and you guys might call me a fanboy. Okay, fine. But I like Apple because the ecosystem that we are in. We have an Apple router. We have 2 Apple routers. We have the MacBook, Apple Watch. It's just like if I go with an Android now, it's like it's kind of silly going with Android because the integration is so strong with Apple to the point where it just doesn't make sense to switch. And to this day, man, I'm always gonna stick with Apple no matter what. Even though I kind of do like some perks from Android, the ability to customize the UI of something, I do like Android for that. But in terms of iOS, it is limited, it is simple, and that's why I jailbreak, because it's different. You're getting the customization and you're getting the Apple ecosystem and the Apple integration. I think at the end of the day, it turns out to be true because some of these products actually help us day-to-day usage, and definitely the iPhone definitely do help me get by to certain things. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I just have to show you guys and tell you guys my history of phones. I've been through 6 phones, and you kind of get it. I've been through 6 phones, and this is the iPhone 6 Plus. But when Steve Jobs announced the original iPhone, I was only 9 years old. I was probably like either 9 or 10. I wasn't watching it live. I don't think they had live streaming back in the days for Apple, but I definitely saw it on YouTube, and that made me want to get the iPod Touch because back in the days when you're 9 years old, that was a young age to be owning a cell phone. This day and age now is never too young to have a cell phone. My 8-year-old cousin got an iPhone 6, or I think he's 9 or 8. I think he's 9 right now. Click on that bell if you haven't already. Click on that beautiful red subscribe button. Leave a like on the video. Let's see if we can hit maybe, I don't know, 50 likes or 30 likes. Let's start low. Let's try 30 likes. I know we can hit 30 likes. And alright, guys, until next time. Peace.